John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln lived in different times, and they came from very different family and educational backgrounds. Kennedy lived in the 20th century. Lincoln lived in the 19th. Kennedy was born in 1917, while Lincoln was born more than 100 years earlier in 1809. Kennedy came from a rich family, but Lincoln's family did not have a lot of money. Because Kennedy came from a wealthy family, he was able to attend expensive private schools. And he graduated from Harvard University. Lincoln, on the other hand, had only 1 year of formal schooling. But in spite of this, he became a well-known lawyer. He taught himself law by reading law books. In other words, Lincoln was a self-educated man. Now, in spite of these differences in Kennedy and Lincoln's backgrounds, there are also some interesting similarities between them. In fact, books have been written about the strange coincidences in the lives of these two men. For example, take their political careers. Lincoln began his political career as a congressman. Kennedy also began his political career as a congressman. Lincoln was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1847, and Kennedy was elected to the House in 1947. So they went to Congress just 100 years apart. Now, another interesting coincidence is that each man was elected President of the United States in a year ending with the number 60. Lincoln was elected president in 1860, and Kennedy was elected in 1960. Furthermore, both men were president during years of civil unrest. Lincoln was president during the American Civil War. During Kennedy's presidency, civil unrest took the form of civil rights demonstrations. Another striking similarity between the two men was that, as you probably know, neither president lived to complete his term in office. Lincoln and Kennedy were both assassinated while in office. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas, after only 1,000 days in office. Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, a few days after the end of the American Civil War. It is rather curious to note that both presidents were shot while they were sitting next to their wives. These are only a few examples of the uncanny similarities in the destinies of these two Americans, men who had a tremendous impact on the social and political life in the United States and the imagination of the American people.